Scoring goals is the most important thing in football. So today, I'm going to show you 3 scoring hacks that I use to help me stand out on the pitch, sign for an academy, and get professional trials. Let's warm up and then get into the session. So scoring goals is all about these 3 things: composure, technique, and confidence. So the first type of finish that I'm going to show you is a simple 1v1 finish. The first big mistake that so many footballers make when they're one-on-one with the goalkeeper is that they try hit it as hard as they can. The problem with going power in a 1v1 finish is that it decreases your accuracy, therefore leading to a lower chance of scoring a goal. So when you're 1v1 with the goalkeeper, you just simply need to pass it into that corner. And I'll show a few clips of me doing this in my training and games. You can simply see that I just pass it into that near post with accuracy using the inside of my foot. It's not about power, it's about composure and accuracy. And when you start practicing and realizing this, then you'll panic less in front of goal, which will ultimately help you score more goals. So I know a lot of you may struggle with the technique and just having the composure to pass it into the corner with that precise accuracy. So what you can do to practice is by simply just doing some penalties. All we're going to do is just 5 penalties each foot into that bottom corner.
Yo, before we move on to the second technique, I just want to give you a bonus hack on how to score more goals. And that is, don't actually think about scoring goals. And I know that may sound crazy because, as we all know, scoring goals is the most important thing in football, because without it, we can't win games. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you play your games, get the thought out of your head that you need to score goals. Instead, get into the mindset that you need to work super hard for the team, and as a result, the goals will come naturally. It's actually a famous quote that Ronaldo once said: goals are just like ketchup. At first, they don't really come out, but once you score one, then it all comes out, just like a ketchup bottle. So stop worrying if you haven't scored in a game. Instead, work 100%, 110% for the team, and you will get rewarded. This is a mindset that I've adopted in my game, and it's worked every single time. And it's something that I've shown my students as well, and as a result, they've started scoring more goals. But yeah, let's head back to the pitch and continue with the video.
All right, so that was the first scoring technique. Simple 1v1 finish, literally just a pass into that bottom corner. And once you begin practicing this, then you'll start scoring more goals and become a more valuable player for your team. All right, so now we're gonna come back to the edge of the box and we're gonna start hitting shots into that corner. We're gonna practice a couple different techniques from this angle. The first being a curl shot and the second being more of a knuckleball. With the curl shot, we're making contact here on the instep and hitting it here on the ball to create that curl and spin. When we follow through, we want to continue our run so we get that accuracy into the corner. And the second technique that we're going to practice from this angle is the knuckleball. Making contact here just on the edge of the laces through the heart of the ball so it dips and swerves through the air. As you can see on screen, I've scored from this angle quite a few times, and that comes from a combination of the curl, a bit of power, and the knuckleball. As you can see there, my follow through was short and sharp. You don't want to extend your leg too much because that decreases the knuckleball and the accuracy. You want it to be like this, so the ball swerves and dips in the air. All right, so we covered 2 different scoring areas and techniques. The first being the 1v1 finish, simply passing it into that bottom corner. The second, outside the box from a bit of an angle, first curling it and then doing the knuckleball into that far corner. And the last and final technique is the half volley. And this one is super fun to practice. And if you get it right in a game, then coaches and scouts are definitely going to sign you. So we want to make contact here on the foot and we want to hit it here to create that backspin, but we also want to keep our head over the ball so it doesn't go over the bar. So we can just simply kick it out. As you can see in my technique, I'm using my arms to balance myself, so my shot is controlled and it goes into the goal. With enough power and swerve, it is literally guaranteed for it to go into the goal. So yeah, practice this half volley shot about 10 to 20 times on each foot, and you'll start hitting them with more precision and with more consistency, and then you eventually take it into your games. Let's say a cross came in and it got cleared out by the defender and then it drops for you nicely. That's the opportunity for you to hit the half volley and smash it into the goal. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that video. 3 goal scoring hacks that you can start practicing so you can start scoring more goals and eventually stand out on the football pitch. If you want to learn how I got a trial in the Premier League with AFC Bournemouth and learn how you can get those opportunities as well, then make sure you watch my free training video right here. It's packed with value, so make sure you click here to watch the free training video. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.